footage. Roll the footage.
Project 2025 is a far-right manifesto. It is a 1,000-page bucket list of extremist policies that would uproot every government agency and disrupt the lives of every person who calls this country home. The Department of Education would be eliminated, cutting students off from civil rights protections and ending essential Title I funding for K-12 schools.
Every child has a right to an education, goddammit, and I'm standing on it. Like, I don't think y'all really understand what's going on here. They really trying to cut funding for schools, K-12 school. Like, do y'all not understand Title I funding? Do y'all not know how many kids are going to be affected by that? Now, understand these are policies and priorities for the next conservative president.
The mandate outlines policy priorities for the next conservative president. Is that correct?
It does.
You've done a great job. I just want to let you know.
Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta understand what's going on here. They're trying to eliminate the entire Department of Education. The whole thing gone.
It calls for eliminating the Department of Education, eliminating the Department of Commerce.
Project 2025 recommends abolishing the Department of Education, whose programs would either be transferred to other government agencies or terminated. Scientific research would receive federal funding only if it suits conservative principles. Now, when I was trying to stress to y'all how bad it was with y'all kids not knowing shades, y'all was calling people trying to have me terminated. Now they trying to terminate the whole Department of Education. Are y'all calling them? Y'all calling up there? I just want to know. Y'all calling up there? I just want to know. Y'all, we got to do better by our kids. We have to do better by our kids because they're not trying to do better by our kids. They don't give a fuck about our kids. The link is in the bio. Summer intensive curriculum coming out for 3rd through 8th grade next week. I'm telling you, y'all, we have to do better by our kids because they do not give a fuck about our kids. I'm telling you, they trying to cut out the whole Department of Education. Don't get how these kids gonna learn. Who gonna teach them? Also, get out and go vote. Y'all see what they want for the next conservative president. So get out and go vote. If that's what you want, girl, do you. But that's not what I want.
Project 2025 complains about how the Biden administration has been fighting for racial equity. On the next page, it calls for eliminating data collection on race and ethnicity in employment. On the page after that, it calls for rescinding an executive order signed in 1965 that prohibits discrimination in hiring by contractors. Mr. Berry, do these terrible ideas sound familiar?
They're great ideas.
These terrible ideas sound familiar? Of course they do. You came up with them. Mr. Berry, I find it shameful to advance a vision attacking the very policies and agencies that have helped Black Americans secure jobs, earn a living, and provide for our families.
How do they not know about Project 2025? Family, your friends, the people that you know on social media, how do they not know about Project 2025? Well, they probably don't know because no one's ever really broken it down for them. That is exactly what I'm about to do in this video. Please do all the things that you know to do so this can reach as many people as possible. Project 2025 is the conservative promise for America, a new mandate for leadership that lays out the plan for when a Republican is elected as president. It's almost 1,000 pages and is divided into 4 pillars. It includes an 887-page policy agenda, a presidential personnel database of vetted conservatives like a conservative LinkedIn, a presidential administration academy to train these people to achieve the Project 2025 policy agenda, and a 180-day playbook, which is what they hope to achieve in the first 180 days if Trump takes office in January of 2025, or really whenever any Republican takes office. And the plan has 4 distinct goals. To number 1, restore the family as a centerpiece of American life and to protect our children. Dismantle the administrative state and return self-governance to the American people. To 3, defend our nation's sovereignty, borders, and bounty against global threats. And to 4, secure our God-given individual rights to live freely, what our Constitution calls the blessings of liberty. Sounds harmless enough, right? Well, when you look at how they will achieve these 4 goals, the great white light slowly comes into view. American public education is a central focus of the plan. Project 2025, when enacted under Trump presidency, would eliminate the Department of Education. This part of the executive branch enforces civil rights law, protecting Black and brown people against discrimination without recourse. Title IX, which ensures that girls have equal access to sports, education, and opportunity, and would reset the definition of sex to mean only biological sex assigned at birth for all Americans. And while we all know public schools are struggling with less funding and a state-created shortage in some places of teachers, Project 2025 will decrease funding to public schools while increasing funding to religious education through the expansion of school choice policies by giving federal funds to states as block grants with no strings attached as to how those funds can be allocated. And also in regards to education, it's going to take away Pell Grants. Rights of women is a big focus of Project 2025, not in regards to like protecting the rights of women, but in regards to aborting them, like the rights. Project 2025 will reverse FDA approval of mifepristone, prohibit stem cell research, reverse the Biden administration support for travel to get abortion health care, withdraw Medicaid funds for states that require abortion insurance, and mandate that the CDC track all abortions while collecting data about abortion, abortion survivors, and abortion-related maternal deaths. Not to mention what it will do in regards to divorce, in regards to a woman's legal rights regarding divorce, and also custody of children. Human rights for LGBTQIA+ Americans, even more bleak. Gender-affirming care will literally end for all Americans who need it. Men and women who happen to be trans, non-binary, or intersex will be classified as having a mental disorder. And gay marriage protections will cease to exist because Project 2025 mandates that the only definition of marriage can be between an assigned gender at birth man and an assigned gender at birth woman. That's the only marriage that can lawfully exist. And this is just the surface level of the plan. As we approach America's Independence Day, I will do a deep dive into Project 2025, focusing on what it means for the Black community, the LGBTQIA+ community, and women's rights. All videos that relate to Project 2025 will be together in my Project 2025 playlist. Know what to do so that you get those videos sent to your FYP.